Hey Vision Chasers, it's Dr. Bird here. You know, Michael Dell is a very, very successful person. He's worth billions of dollars. You may have seen his last name on a computer or two in your lifetime, and maybe even own one of those computers. And this is what he said. He said this. He said, you don't have to be a genius or a visionary or even a college graduate to be successful. You just need a framework and a dream. Now, let's slow down, because I know some of you are thinking, yes, I knew it. I told everyone college isn't for everyone, and Dr. Bird agrees with me. Yes, I don't have to do all this work. No. Slow it down. Slow it down. Now, I've said this before as it relates to college. You know, if your decision to go to college, that should be your decision. No one else should be able to force you to go, because as you get older, you've got to take on more accountability because you're making more decisions in your life. And so those are your decisions and you have to own them. Nobody can make you. No one has the power to make you do what they want you to do. So you have to take responsibility for your life. And that's why, your decision to go to college, that is your decision alone to make. Because you know what? College is a commitment. It's a huge commitment. And really, it starts as a freshman in high school. You are preparing to make that transition to college, because throughout your freshman, your sophomore, and your junior year, you're learning the skills that you need to do well on those college entrance exams, such as the ACT, SAT. You're learning those skills and that information that you need to do well on those tests. So going to college is a huge commitment, and it's a long-term commitment, because it starts, once again, as a freshman in high school. You've got to be focused if that's something that you want to do. Now, there's going to be a lot of data that says that it's a good idea to go to college. But then there's also some data out there that would suggest that perhaps it doesn't give you the best return on your investment. And so that's why I love this quote, and even more so, just to follow it up and what he's talking about. He's not talking about just sitting around playing Fortnite and just doing that all the time and having fun. If you don't want to go to college, at the very least, have a plan. You got to have a plan. Let me take that back. Not at the very least. You have to have a plan. If you don't want to go to college, have a plan to do something. And that's what he's talking about when he says have a framework and a dream. You need to have that desire to make something happen. And then I want to bring in this quote. It's a tweet from Michael Dell, and it's pinned, and I'll link to this tweet in the description section, because it really illustrates what he's talking about with the quote. Okay, so the quote reads like this. It says, first financial statement for @Dell, the one I used to convince my parents that it was okay for me not to go back to college. So as you can gather from this tweet, his parents were freaking out that their son decided that he was not going to pursue his college degree. And what helped them to understand what he was thinking, you see, he had a plan and he put that plan in motion. And what helped them, he's got a picture of the first financial statement, and this goes back to, this is July 31st, 1984, and so it shows, now you may not be able to see there 100%, but it shows what the company Dell, it shows what they spent money on, and it shows the money that they brought in, the money that they profited. So these are the earnings Looks like it's over $134,000, over $134,000 back in 1984. So when his parents saw this financial statement, their eyes just went like this, and they said, okay, I think it's okay, son. You don't have to go back to college. You just keep doing this. And so now Michael Dell is worth billions of dollars. And once again, he had a plan. He put it in motion, and that plan was a successful plan. He had great execution, and so now he's worth billions. So going back to the beginning, I want to emphasize college, that needs to be your decision, because college, it's a commitment. And if that's not necessarily something that you want to do, you need to develop a plan, write it out and pursue and execute that plan with 100% efficiency. That's what you need to do if you don't want to go to college. So think about that. And until we meet again, please keep chasing the vision. Bye.